folks, welcome to Werewolf Radar, the world's premier paranormal preparedness podcast. My name is Roger Norquist.
As always, I am Nate Bolden.
And this week we are sponsored by Monstroco's Mask of Randy Kramer, real estate agent. You can see Glenn's skeleton behind us wearing the mask. And I must say, what a weird celestial fire that burns between or behind the mask's eyes. There's something not right about this mask, and if you want something fancy for Rosh Hashanah, you get this mask.
Yeah, you really want to creep people out at Halloween? Go to a party wearing a mask of a face of a normal guy.
It's just so disturbing. I love the mask.
Are you here to kill everybody?
I'm gonna buy one for my entire family, and it will be the only Halloween event that we've ever done together. 4 of us, 5 with Kylie, wearing this mask. Can you imagine that at a party?
I so want that to happen, and you too videotape it.
All right, everyone. Check out Monstroco's latest item, Mask of Real Estate Agent Randy Kramer. Also, check out Randy Kramer's Facebook site and, I don't know, inquire about home ownership. I'm sure he can help you. There's a fire behind his eyes that means something, and I'm going to assume he's passionate about real estate.
This home is 6 feet under what you guessed.
So everyone, this is going to be, I think, the first properly recorded episode of our new format, where we just kind of tackle a single topic and really kind of delve into it more than we would when we divide the time up into single episodes or episodes with multiple topics. Still podcast format, but really a single topic. And Nate has the topic for this one. Nate, the skull is yours.
And skull is potentially very apt here.
I can't stop looking at the mask of Glenn Skeleton wearing the mask of Randy Kramer.
Dude, it's listeners, check out the YouTube, and if you want to see Roger make his entire family wear a mask of this man's face, let him know.
Subscribe to our Patreon so I can make a mask of this man.
We can do it.
Also, check him out. Inquire about a house. He is a professional.
He
deserves
demonic.
Your respect.
He is from the planet of plastic men. We are going to be talking about the Hex Cat of Tumbling Run, which is
Hex Cat.
The Hex Cat. Well, the Hex. Well, it will be 2 Hex Cats actually, but specifically 1.
Okay.
And it's in. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but it might be Schuylkill County.
I'm sorry. I made a sound signifying my disbelief on everything you just said. Schuylkill County?
Yeah, well, it's Schuylkill. So Skillkill? Skillkill?
No, because there's a U there. We're kind of close to Schuylkill.
But it's also in Pennsylvania, so.
Oh, so it's some sort of weird German.
Who knows how the fuck they say it? Yeah. Anyway, nestled in the mountains of Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, just east of Mount Carbon, is the Tumbling Run Reservoir, created by the construction of 2 dams in 1836. The artificial lake was the site of an amusement park and marina from 1890 to 1914. Guess why it didn't last? The park was plagued by all sorts of misfortune and scandal almost from inception. Fires broke out among the boathouses and forests near the lake. Apparent murders took place at the resort on several occasions.
It's there. I don't believe in a lot of stuff, but I
Oh,
believe in coincidences like this to where like, so what happened there to
dude,
cause so many murders to follow?
if you built an amusement park anytime before 1950, yeah, it was a Scooby-Doo lair, which this was.
in the traditional I'm bootlegging Davy Jones tapes.
It was a hideout of apparent various gangs and robbers. You could just go there and it was big enough that no one would fucking know somehow.
Dude, criminals back in the day had it easy.
Zero forensics.
I think about
And
robbing a bank
well,
every day of my life. And back then, you could just do it.
also I think back in the day, like everyone would know that it was you, but they were like, well, he was on hard times. Like I'm not gonna snitch on a motherfucker for his arm was taken in the coal mine.
There is a generation for sure that is their attitude. I was watching a documentary on like boxing,
Oh yeah.
and
The
one of
the
them,
most crooked sport.
it was like a Rocky, like a person kind of that lived the life of Rocky,
All right.
and he fought Muhammad Ali and knocked him down. Like one of the few people to actually send Muhammad Ali to the ground. I think I'm getting the boxer's name right.
Muhammad Ali, yeah, you got
Yeah,
that right.
yeah.
That is
And
correct. You're thinking of
you know who I'm talking about.
I do, and now I
And
can't.
he knocked him down by putting his foot on Muhammad Ali, so he lost balance. He didn't mean to. It seems like it was just an accident. Their feet got too tangled, and next thing you know, it's kind of an illegal play in boxing. But everyone from the generation that Nate's talking that would have been old enough to be all like, well, they fell on hard times, so I'm not going to turn them in for robbing the bank. They all say at this interview, well, I'm not going to take that away from him. He knocked down Muhammad Ali. He was on hard times. This is the only thing this guy had going for him.
Yeah, I also think that might just be racism.
I mean, there were some hints at racism in the documentary.
Marciano was the best boxer of all time. Uh, anyway, in 1894, a young girl named Martha Luckenbill was found in one of the boathouses. She had, quote unquote, led a depraved life and was found apparently with some sort of infection which affected her vision and breathing. It
Syphilis.
it was yeah, she was doing sex work and she got something and died in a boathouse, which is
Tragic.
yes. There were
But who
also
wasn't dying of boathouses back then, you know?
I've never been inside of a boathouse, and that's for a good goddamn reason. There were also dozens of drownings. So, not a great spot, Tumbling Run Reservoir.
It is very as we said before, the wonderful tangents of hilarity, very like cursed place. It seems that this place wants death, a hellmouth of sorts.
It feels like they built it to
The
be that.
coincidences are too much. Like people die all over the place. Cities have millions of deaths attached to them, you know? But cities people want to live in. This place is all like, now this place is
Right.
haunted.
Well, and those deaths are explainable for the most part. These are like just, I don't know, somebody's getting caught in, it wouldn't be kelp, I guess. It's not the sea, but
There's plenty of lake
Yeah,
kelp. There's seabed grasses. It can keep you
just
down.
just bad stuff happening all over. And to get to the paranormal part, there are also things which would be of interest for teens.
That's us.
There's a giant water snake was seen swimming across the lake in 1879, and wild men were accosted on several occasions.
Like
So,
Bigfoot,
well, you would,
or once again, a racism.
I think what it actually is there was a bunch of people that were probably living on hard times and they were being attacked by drunks mostly.
Gotcha. Hermits and whatnot, people who have chosen the society of nature over the society of man.
Yeah. They maybe looked at a woman of the night wrong.
I
Anyway, it
just
was
don't get it. Leave them alone. Wear a
yeah,
condom.
nobody's hurting anybody. It was while the park was in operation that other misfortunes began to afflict the Thomas farm in the valley. This was the home of Howell Thomas, his brother William, and Howell's daughter Mary. At some point in the summer of 1911, the Thomases began to be convinced that they were under a hex or curse. So, of course, what they did was uh, sent out. They went to and I don't know if I'm going to be saying this correct, Braucher, Braucher,
That sounds right. Say it
or
more German, like angry, like you think that,
Braucher,
there we
Braucher,
go. There we go. That
or
seems right.
powwower, uh, which was like, yeah, this is it's Pennsylvanian Dutch. So who knows? I mean, they were kind of fortune tellers and, did exorcisms and that sort of thing. Uh, your powwowers.
We did a episode, I think, on powwow magic, explaining
We
the
have.
the misconceptions and what it actually is.
And especially, I don't know which powwowers would be Dutch, but I guess they are out there. They ended up, they literally sent letters out across the nation uh, looking for powwowers to help them with the problems they were having. And eventually, one of them, I believe, from California, uh, told them that they had been cursed by a family from Orwigsburg, who'd assumed, I
Sorry,
assumed,
that's not funny. That's a serious thing. This is family hatred. It's so ridiculous in my own life. I couldn't imagine my neighbors coming to me and be like, I need some help. The neighbor in number 8 put a curse on me.
well, not even that. Like, I think I'm cursed. I've heard that you know some stuff, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's the guy in 9. Like, nine's not even attached. Uh, apparently this family, who goes unnamed as far as I can find, desired the Thomas's money and land.
Seems fair.
Right, but like they don't even live in the same place.
No, they live at your place now because I'm helping you with your curse problem. Give me your keys, please.
Well, I mean the other family, the curse family.
Oh, like they're far
Oh, the
away.
ones
Gotcha.
committing the curse. They're like from a neighboring village,
You'd be
which
surprised. This is some Hatfield McCoy shit. It sounds like. Well, they lived, I think, closer, but
uh,
like
it is very much in that vein.
it's some shit to where like you don't go to that valley because that's where the Humpfields live.
Right. But I mean, like, what, you really want the land on the amusement side reservoir where all those deaths happened?
This is after the deaths, huh?
Well, it's 1911, and I believe it, like the amusement park at least closed down in 1914. So
Okay. So this is currently we're
it's
fighting for that place where the missus died.
it's a piece of cursed earth.
During its most cursed time.
But anyway, what the fortune teller essentially tells them is that a black cat would be sent to the farm to implement the final stages of the curse.
The Hex Cat.
Indeed. As prophesized, a black cat appeared at the farm. Mary fired at the cat, so after hearing about that, they started all carrying, I believe, Colt 45s.
Fair.
Just in case they saw a black cat.
Just like in the movie Wizards. a
the,
wizard, a
the
wizard.
the the Ralph Bakshi movie
Yeah. The ultimate evil in your life can be defeated with a gun.
has to be, even though
Yeah.
you're magic
Yeah.
or an elf or whatever the other
The gnome
fucking
like thing. It's a
yeah,
very bad movie.
it's not good. But it is if you find you can probably YouTube Ralph Bakshi actors for that movie and for other movies too, for Fire and Ice as well. And you can see them because it was all rotoscoped, so they would shoot real actors and then he would do the rotoscoping, and it is very funny to watch actors in any of his scenes.
Yeah, watch his Lord of the Rings. Fucking if you want good cinema, Fritz the Cat.
Fritz the Cat. There we go.
I'm a big fan of Ralph Bakshi,
I
and
love him, but
I didn't know he was the Cool World man.
he was, yeah.
Yeah, tour de force. He's the reason we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, he was an incredible
Pioneer.
innovator for sure. Yeah. Anyway, Mary, the daughter on this farm, she shot at the cat, but the bullet either missed or had no effect. However, in response, the cat grew to nearly 4 feet in length.
Well, that's the right cat.
Yeah,
That is the cat to try and murder with a gun.
that's the one. Uh, After which, and I guess it just kind of trotted off, but it left a lasting hex. Because cows began dying. Every once in a while, it would come by, they would shoot at it again, and either the pistols would jam or the bullets just seemed to do nothing. Almost like it was taunting them. Anyway, a few days after the culmination of the 4 foot cat, Hal Thomas died.
He
Hex,
was the patriarch of the family.
yeah, it was him and his brother and his daughter. So, uh, medical professionals who examined the body said that he had died of a stroke, but Williams said that, quote, some people claimed was a stroke, but he knew better.
Haha.
He claimed the Hex Cat, which he called a demon, was out to get the remainder of the family. He recounted a number of times that a sulfurous smell had appeared in the home and prostrated either himself or Mary.
What does that word mean in this sense?
I think they just fell over, like they fainted from the
Okay.
smell, which that just could have been natural gas or something, maybe.
1911. I don't truly know, and I'll have the information on there right now, but I don't know when they added that sulfur smell to natural gas, but it could be now when they smelled it and then like got closer to the pipe and were like, is this what it is? And then smelled it and then,
I'm like, oh
fell
no.
over.
Yeah. However, Mary accused her sister, a resident of Orwigsburg, of having laid the hex.
Dude, we have a connection. The red lines on this mysterious map behind me are finally connecting.
Yeah, yeah. At the funeral held at Howell's former home in Pottsville, Mary caused a scene when she refused to allow her into the house. When others at last pulled Mary upstairs and the sister entered, she again ran downstairs and ordered her sister to leave.
Is the
Uh,
sister a vampire?
I don't think, I think she's more of a witch, if anything. But could, although the wake was probably during the day, so I'm guessing not vampire. Anyway,
Blade was a daywalker.
fair enough. She could have been a damn beater. The Thomas farm began to become the destination of Edwardian legend trippers. And a Mr. Kelleher at the furniture store in Pottsville claimed to have the Hex Cat in captivity. So
Sweet.
enough people were swept up in this story that they were like, we got to go find this fucking cat, man. It's got to be out there. And this guy was like, and that sounds like a great way to bring people into my store.
A regular Levi Strauss of the Hex Cat Hex Cat rush.
Yeah. One of his employees, Charles Lawless, was horseback riding through the valley when he heard a moan coming from a hollow tree and looked in to see two shining eyes. Lawless captured the beast and they put it in a box. When Kelleher took a Pottsville Republican reporter to see the animal, it had escaped the box and bitten another employee. And they talk. I read a different article where it was like he was in a box with slats that were way too thin for it to escape. So supposedly it like kind of did an octopus and just like got out of a 1 inch wide divide or whatever.
Cats don't have bones.
No, they don't.
That's how they get into stuff, out of stuff. There's barely a head bone. You know, they squeeze through some things that are crazy small.
He also said that it had like 5 foot giant paws, which is certainly an exaggeration.
It's changing sizes, Nate. It
Well,
goes from small to big.
so the reporter did describe the cat basically as a normal black cat with somewhat sizable paws.
It's a bad reporter. This is a
Yeah,
magical demon of a cat.
why I think that these are like, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches long or something.
But they saw the cat.
They
Long
saw the
story
cat.
short.
Yeah, yeah. And a guy did get bit by a cat that he put inside of a crate that he maybe found in the woods. Other mishaps in Schuylkill County were blamed on the Hex Cat. On one occasion, all the lights in Cressona were extinguished, a common blackout, but it was deemed to be related to the Hex Cat.
Oh.
A man claimed that his carriage overturned on the road from Mount Carbon to Tumbling Run when some black object ran across the road. Members of a band from Pottsville, this one's pretty fun. Members of a band from Pottsville traveled to Lehighton and said that folk of that town refused to even talk to them when informed the Hex Cat was still at large.
Like
So
they were evil. Like, nope, we had enough
they,
outsiders. It's Hex Cat warning time.
yeah, they thought they were bringing the hex with them. And I bet that show did not go over very well. A man bought a horse which bolted from him near the hotel at Tumbling Run. And of course, they blamed a ton of the later drownings and accidents at Tumbling Run on the Hex Cat.
It seems worth it. It seems that it is definitely the cat's fault.
So, Back at the Thomas farm, Mary had been she'd been told by another powwower how to kill the Hex Cat. Take a guess at what it is.
Okay. What state are we in again? We're in upstate Pennsylvania area.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, so a lot of German stuff. I'm assuming we need precious metal
You're
and
on the right track.
I think we're in America though. I'm thinking we just do a silver bullet.
You were so goddamn close.
Nice.
uh,
What metal are
as
we melting down with our nephew?
as William Jennings Bryan would have said on his Cross of Gold speech, yeah, it's got to be a golden bullet.
Okay. Very
So
close.
yeah, no, you're one thing away, basically. Uh, so they made a golden bullet. It just melted down a bunch of stuff they had and laid in
What
wait.
just one golden bullet. They really got to get close to the creature or hold it down as they put the gullet or the gun to the cat's body.
Yeah, because gold is not gonna fire all that well. I
It's
don't.
going. It's
I mean,
not.
I guess gold tipped would be whatever. Okay.
It's a soft metal,
Yeah.
so it's going to be weak. It's not like lead, so it's not. It might not even enter the body. Please correct us in the comments, but I don't think it's. I think it's just gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, it would just kind of suck, I
It'll knock
think.
the curse out of a cat for sure.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the Thomases laid in wait for weeks to no avail. They carried about a number of crucifixes and religious items, as well as a protective talisman sent to them by a witch doctor, also from California. However, they never managed to kill the Hex Cat.
It's still out there.
It's still out there.
My
Well,
children play out there.
it's not, but we'll get to that. The hex on the farm apparently continued because the event is still referred to the next year. At this time, it was revealed that a man in Schuylkill Haven had a black cat, which was what was referred to as a hexahemeron, which is
I don't
a
know enough
cat.
Latin.
Well, and no need to, because I'll explain it. This is a cat born of a litter of 6 kittens, born on the 6th day of the 6th month of 1906.
Nice. That's some numerology right there.
Hell yeah. It was reputed to be a, quote, witch-eating cat, and the broadcast of the area said that its presence would dispel the Hex Cat. And there the story sort of ends. However, in 1916, William, the brother of Thomas there, was arrested in Pottsville for a if I can talk, a particularly dramatic arson, having set fire to the Thomas home at 301 North 3rd Street. He nearly burnt the entire city block.
Nice. Way to let revenge ruin everyone's week.
Well, check this out. He was only sentenced to 3 months in prison.
He didn't kill anyone. He just took everything from them.
Yeah, people that had nothing already. This is and I mean it was probably some dumb shit thing where he was like drunk and kicked over a lantern, like in Chicago with that cow. Anyway, 2 years later, he's found frozen to death in a shack in the Tumbling Run Valley. The newspaper said that he had been a hermit since the Hex Cat episode, and that his place of residence was populated with cats and dogs, and his peculiar manner of living brought him before the authorities on several occasions.
There's no law against living with 14 dogs and 27 cats.
There ain't. That's true. Uh, the paper also referred to him as the quote originator of the famous Hex Cat episode. So it kind of seems like he's maybe just kind of a ne'er-do-well in general.
It seems like he's not
Uh,
wanting to participate in the rules of society.
yeah, a man about cons. Uh, we
But
go
by
into
force, not by but by choice, not by force. He seems like I refuse to take part of this. I like him.
oh yeah, no, he seems like a guy that'd be fun to hang with for about 2 hours, and then you can't leave for another 7 for some reason. Uh, the article goes on to talk a little bit about other cats associated with the supernatural. In the immediate area, apparently in 1932, a man named Albert Yashinsky was convicted of the murder of a Bracher named Susan Mummy. After he claimed that she had afflicted him with a tormenting feline. Throughout,
Inflicted him with the tormenting feline.
yeah, he got one of those reverse cat's eyes where it helps the goblin.
Oh, I was thinking like, being forced to have a cat, dropped off on your doorstep.
Oh, you just now I have to buy litter and feed. God damn
Yeah.
it.
But I like your way too, to where like now the cat and the goblin have joined forces because you
Give a
see the
little.
goblin can open up the fridge and then the cooler where the meat is.
That's right. It's a oh boy, that's a real Garfield scenario.
Yeah. I don't know what the goblin wants. Soul juice or something?
The goblin just wants breath, but the cat wants lasagna.
Yeah. Can these two desires help each other
And
on next week's comic?
yeah, the goblin is constantly saying it. No, it's not Yodi, it's Yodi. There's an exclamation point. Not whatever. That is really roughly the entirety of the Hex Cat of Tumbling Run.
What a wild adventure into Germanicana, German Americana.
It's definitely a weird one. Uh, and
Is it still active now?
does not
No,
appear
you
to
said it
be.
closed in 1914.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was years later that people were still blaming the death of William on the Hex Cat. And I don't know. I didn't find anything that says what happened to Mary. I assume that she lived out a normal human life.
Fair.
So the Hex Cat killed the two Howell brothers.
I want to know so much more about this place. What is it today? Is it a gas station? Well,
Uh,
I mean it's a large area. I know. Is it
well, it's an entire county, but
just the whole county and there's still people
I
living
mean,
there?
it is a there are multiple spots. It's on the Appalachian Trail.
Wild. That a whole episode, a new thing to keep me up at night when I'm going to this part of the world. I have a list, Nate, of things that will keep me up when I travel the world. In every country and region, I like to know what will kill me as I close my eyes. And this is a new one to throw on there.
Occasionally, it might be a cat helping a goblin.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week on Werewolf Radar. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification button. If you can, please check out our Patreon, where you can give us $1 per month patronage and get extra episodes called Grave Nuggets, curated by Nate as well. And what was this week's again? It was
Captain Randy Kramer.
Thank you. I was gonna
PT.1.
I was gonna say Captain Jones, but that's nothing. That's not even a reference to a movie.
I'm sure there is a Captain Jones.
But check that out, because there are some saucy extras to have every week or so. And then what else is there? We play video games on the YouTube. We do D&D on the YouTube every once in a while. We're trying to start up our D&D campaign again, but that's
yeah.
If you've ever played D&D, sometimes
as with all D&D campaigns,
yes,
it's fucking impossible to keep them going. Although we've got a lot of back stock there.
We had 3 arcs going on. We had 3 major adventures. And now we're coming back to the starting point, more powerful than I could possibly imagine. We have a mace that you sense its emotions.
Oh, it speaks to my character and tells him evil things, and he is a lawful evil character, so it all works out.
A lot of agreements, not a lot of arguments. And the arguments that do happen are how it is to be done. Not that it should be done.
Yeah. It's the opposite of Malcolm in Jurassic Park. We're always saying, can it be done and how?
But anyway, check that out wherever you can. Just Google Werewolf Radar. We got a website where you can listen to all the old episodes. Up to a certain point, our true beginning is lost to the ethers. But comment down below how you liked it, and let us know if you like this new format, singling out a single topic and us going farther in depth on it. But with that, we sign off on our super sign-off line. It's the super one. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, punch the sky, Spaceman Joe.